Hey guys, in today's video, let's go over this Legends light side force power that I think if Vader used, could have created a much different outcome in the galaxy. It's a power that has been used by Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, and also Luke Skywalker in Legends comics. The power is called breathe control, and it's where a Jedi could literally numb the body's instinct to shut itself down after long periods without oxygen, allowing the user to be able to go without breathing for longer periods than he or she ordinarily could by using the force to reserve the amounts of air in the lungs. So, in essence, the user could basically live off the remaining air in their lungs for as long as they could muster it, or obviously as long as the plot wanted them to. It was believed that some users of the technique could hold their breath for hours or even days with this power. This ability used independently, however, would not prevent anything entering or leaving the respiratory system of the user. In some cases, the user would require some kind of force barrier in or around the nose-throat region to help keep poisonous gases or water out. Now, for example, we saw this power, theoretically, used by Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi in The Phantom Menace at the start of the film. You guys remember when they were flooded with poisonous dioxide gas? That seems like the right time to have used this force power, as any amount of that gas would have seeped into their lungs through their nose or mouth and could have killed them. Now, of course, that's just my theory, so it would be a reasonable thought that Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon would use it there. The necessity of such a barrier was dependent on whether the air or water pressure towards the user's mouth was too great for them to handle, so they had to use this ability. Now, if Vader used this ability, he could have shut down his body's necessity to rely on oxygen in order to live for as long as he was powerful enough to sustain his life without air. This is also how I imagine Leia survived in space in The Last Jedi for that period of time, as well as having created a possible force shield of some sort. I feel if Vader used this ability at the end of Return of the Jedi, then he could have survived and gone back with Luke to get medical attention. However, this just proves my theory in my recent video about how Vader no longer held on to his hatred, and therefore was ready to be done with it all, to let go, as Obi-Wan says, and to become one with the Force. If he had used this technique, then I think he'd have gone to Endor with Luke, or perhaps to a planet with superior medical treatment facilities, perhaps Empire-friendly, of course, as I doubt the Rebellion hospitals would treat a dying Vader. They'd probably just say, oh, well, let him die. This would help save Vader, giving him that light side suit that I talked about last week, which would have been pretty sweet to see. Now, obviously, for plot reasons, they didn't have Vader use this power, as it would have ended things differently, and that's just not how George Lucas wanted things. But it's cool to think, or at least know, the different possible powers that Vader could have had or used during his life, if not at the end. So do you guys think Vader should have used this power to sustain his life at the end until he was healed? Or should he have just gone the way that we have it? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until then, remember,
the Force will be with you always.
Fulfill your destiny.